money. Well, getting paid for the service, but I was referring people to go somewhere else to purchase their hair. So I'm like, I want to start selling the hair so that I can capitalize on it. The Asians are making all this money, so I'm like, why can't we have some of this? Really, before we were shut out of the industry, we could not purchase hair. So now we had an opportunity with the House of Beautiful Hair, and my sponsor, Ron Frank, who is also my husband, put a post out on Facebook. I know a lot of people might not be in Facebook, but Facebook does work, at least for us.
Amen.
So he put his post out on Facebook with these bundles of hair, and he was like, basically, he's selling them. I'm like, how did you do that? I want to know how you do that, because I have been searching. And so he inboxed me and told me what was going on. And from there, I called Boomy out of the mall. I said, look, how do I get hold of this opportunity? And she's trying to say what she needed to say. It was no saying to me, because I already knew that this industry was making lots of people money. I mean, the Asians, they ain't got hard Asians, they're killing it in the market. So, it's this has been a glorious opportunity for me, and I'm just praying that everybody here is just all excited and ready to see how this business is going to change your life. You are going to hear from our dynamic leader. She is the #1 top earner in the country, in our company. And she is blowing this industry up. She's a mompreneur. She was a former educated, left her job to be an entrepreneur. And she is blowing this industry up. So, you have not heard anything until you hear from her. She is absolutely phenomenal, and and this company is phenomenal. We bring you in, but we want you to know that you're not in business by yourself. And despite her being a top leader, she's still accessible to us. So, if y'all are ready to hear about this awesome opportunity. Let's hear it for this Boomy Ball!
Somebody didn't navigate how to get through.
I know, right?
Thank you, Karen. You are so awesome. How's everybody doing this afternoon?
Great.
Good. Have you all already had something to eat? I know I'm just getting in here, just trying to figure out where we are in the process. You guys already had some snacks and refreshments. Awesome. Well, you ladies are looking beautiful in your weave.
Yeah.
Yes. Do me a favor, guys. It's always easier for the speaker when she can see some smiling faces. But I see some beautiful smiling faces here this afternoon. Very good. Well, it's always a great pleasure for me to share this business opportunity of House of Beautiful Hair. But I want to start just by asking you ladies some questions and just finding out who it is that I'm speaking to. So raise your hand if you now or if you have ever worn weave. Raise your hand. All right. Now, do we have anybody here that says, not only do I wear weave, but I love weave? Does anybody here say, I love weave? Okay. All right. Got lots of ladies here who love weave. Hair is one of those things that women actually get emotional over. When you talk about loving an inanimate object, that's kind of profound, but that's how a lot of women describe weave. They say, I love weave. And what would be some of the reasons that you think women would love weave so much? Just go around, raise your hand. Why do you think women have an attachment to hair weave? It's easy, okay? You put it in, you don't have to do a lot to your own hairs that protect the styles. It's real easy. What else? I love that. It allows you to transform your identity. So many different styles. You can be whoever you want to be, for that period of time. Anybody else? Anybody? No wrong or right answers. Why do you wear weave? Why do women love weave? How about, does it make you feel glamorous?
It makes me feel great.
Women wear weave because it makes them feel glamorous. What about self-confidence? You ever thought of that? You know how people used to always talk about having, a bare hair? I'm having a bad hair day. You didn't feel good when you had a bad hair day. Well, weave allows you to have great hair days. It makes you have that, that self-confidence. Any other reasons you think women wear weave? You ever heard of alopecia? You heard that? That's a medical condition where women loses their hair. So women wear weave for medical reasons as well. So there are lots of reasons why a person would wear weave. And you may have your own reason for wearing it. But while we are here today, guys, it's for a really special reason. And what I do a lot is talk to teens as well as adults about achieving their potential and being able to reach their goals. So today we're going to be talking to you about turning your passion into profit. Does that make sense to you all? If there's something you love, would you want to find out how to make money from it? Yeah. How's the energy going here in the room, guys? This is serious. We got something that is really, really exciting. It's something that if you see the potential here, whatever it is that you want to achieve financially, you can absolutely go out and do it. So this is what I want to do. I want to do sort of an icebreaker. I want you to go around, I want you to say your name, I want you to give your age, and I want you to tell me why you showed up here today. So let's start with this young lady right here.
I'm Madison. I'm 17.
All right, now leave the address there, Madison. Go ahead. Okay, awesome. Hey, this is what we're going to do. When everybody says their name, we're all going to say hello to that person. So, say hello, Madison.
Hello, Madison.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
All right, so we got the weave addict. We got someone who loves to do hair. Say hi, Leah.
Hi, Leah.
Okay, and why are you here today? Okay. Good enough. All right.
My name is
Aaliyah. Hello, Aaliyah.
Hello, Leah.
Hey, girl.
and I'm here for one reason because it's really invited me, and I also want to learn more about it.
Okay, awesome.
My name is Lindsay.
Hello, Lindsay.
Hello, Lindsay.
And I'm here because
Because what?
I need to hear.
You need new hair. Okay.
Hi, I'm Candace,
Hi, Candace.
and 17, and I'm here to support Julie's business.
Okay. All right. Everybody say hi, Candace.
Hi, Candace.
I'm Ebony.
All right, are you ready? Hello,
Hello,
Ebony.
Ebony.
I'm 19. I don't know, I'm here because I know this is a hair party.
Okay. All right. And who invited you?
Maya.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Maya, and I'm 21.
Hi, Maya.
Hi, Maya.
And I'm here to support the man in her party.
All right. Okay. And I'm Jean, and I'm Maya's mom, and I'm here to support Julia too.
And she's not going to tell her age.
Oh yeah, I'm 57 and happy about it.
That's
right. All right.
This is Joy. This is not this is Leah's business partner.
Okay. How you doing? All right, that's first.
I'm Dana. I'm Nigel's mom and business partner with him and that's the association.
Okay.
Hi. Hello. Oh, you mean?
Sure. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. I'm Julia's mom, and I love weed. I wear weed. I'm going down with the weed. Supporting my daughter. 'Cause I'm proud of her.
All right.
All right.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
My name is Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
And I'm Candace's mother. And Amber is Candace's sister. She had a engagement, so she was really sorry to hear that. She couldn't be here to support. So I came to support her. And also, you know, just give this, she's been talking to us about it. And seems really interesting. And thank you. And I'm 54.
Yay.
All right. Woo-hoo.
Mimi.
Hi, Mimi.
Hi, Mimi.
And I'm here to support Julia and my business partner manager. And I love this video. I'm Natasha, and Julia got me into the business like 2 months ago, and so I love this video.
All right, Betsy. Hi, Naja.
Hi,
I'm Jordan. I'm here to support Julia, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's Jordan. Everybody say hello to Jordan.
I'm Shay. I'm 16. I'm here to support
Kaya. Everybody say hi to Kaya.
Hi.
Thanks for joining in. All right, so we found out the reasons that everyone is here. You know, we got a myriad of reasons here, but we do have a commonality in that everyone except for one person is a woman. We got a man here. We passed right over him.
Yes.
So while he's eating, go ahead and introduce yourself, sir. This all happened because of you.
Yes.
No, this all happened because of you.
Oh.
My name is Ron, and I'm from York, Pennsylvania, and I'm here to support one of my co-reps, Julia, and just to hang out with you guys.
All right. Ron for many years. He knows about hair, so we'll be talking a little bit about the hair in a while. Now, I sent my daughter out to the car. I don't know if she came back with some index cards. Did you find them? Okay, can you bring them here? Right. Thank you. All right, now, Julia, before we get started, I need you, because you're the woman of the hour.
That's
I need you
right.
to come up front, and everybody here knows you, but just reintroduce yourself, and I need you to tell why you got started in the business.
Okay, so hi. My name is Julia.
Hi, Julia.
I got into this when I was 15 and I needed to make many money because I'm too young to work, but I knew a lot of girls who wore hair, so got into the business, started selling hair under my hairstylist's hair, and just rolling with it.
Have you made any money yet, Julia?
Yeah.
You made some money? I mean, did you have to go to McDonald's and get a job and punch in the closet to make this money?
Not at all.
You didn't?
No.
You mean you got to make the money while you were just what?
At home and in school.
And you were getting paid. Does that sound like a good idea, y'all?
Yes.
Does that sound like something you want to do? Except for these and pass them around. Take one and pass the index cards around. There you go. I'm going to give everybody a pin here. All right, guys, as you're getting the pen and index card, Julia is such an inspiration to me. I met her about a month ago at Karen Williams' hair party that she had at her salon. And when I saw Julia there working her business, she was working her business in an energy that did not say that she was a 16-year-old. She was just had a resolve about her. She had a focus about her. And she was like, I know what I want, and I'm absolutely going to get it. And I was just so impressed with that because so many times people let their age dictate their outlook on life. A lot of times people say, oh, well, you know what? I would like to make certain amounts of money, but I'm only 16 or I'm only, 18. So it's not my time yet. And then you have people who may be 65 and they say, you know what? man, I would like to make such money, but I should have done it when I was younger. I'm 65, now is not my time. So what I want you all to understand here, and look at Jalea really as inspiration, because age is truly only a number.
Yeah.
It does not matter whether you are 10 years old, 40 years old, or 60 years old. All that matters is that you look inside of yourself and you make some decisions of who you want to be, what you want to do, and you have to have a knowing that nothing can stop you and that you can do, be, or have any single thing that you want to at any age that you want to do it. Because right now, do you know that there are teenage millionaires?
Yeah.
They're absolutely teenage millionaires. No one told them, oh, you were too young to go after your dreams and start a cookie company at 16, or to start buying real estate, with the help of a mentor at the young age of 16, like a gentleman that I read about, online. So I want you girls to know, today here, we're going to take the limits off, okay? So any question that I ask you, anything that you think about, I want you to pretend like there was nothing at all possibly in this world that could ever stop you from reaching your goals, okay? There's nothing ever that can stop you. Whenever you go and you start setting your mind for, I want you to just think, you know what? I can absolutely do it. So what I want you to do on this card, I want you to write down an amount of money. If you could be making a certain amount of money, be realistic because it takes time to get to where we want to go, but still we want to be able to set goals that make you reach and stretch. So if there were a certain amount of money that you wanted to be bringing in per month, let's say in the next 6 to 12 months, I want you to write that number on the card. There's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. It is just what is in your heart and your desire to do. All right? Write that down. There's the amount of money that you would like to have coming in as a 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old. What would that amount be? All right. I want you to write that number down. Remember, you're taking the limits off. And now what I want you to do, I want you to just write down a couple of things. Just a couple of things that your passion. What is your passion? Or maybe, if there was, one or two things that you would like to achieve or to do or to be, I want you to write that down as well. Now, what is it that really gets you excited? If you could pick something to do, to be, what would that be? Write that down. No limits. Now, how many of you was that easy for? You already knew. Raise your hand if you already knew. You had the idea. You knew the amount of money. And you knew, okay, we got 2 people over here. Another person right here. Another person. Okay, all right. Very good. Now, raise your hand if it was a challenge for you. You were like, what, I'm not sure, yet what I would like to do is be okay, all right. And that's absolutely okay. If you already know, hey, that's fantastic. If you don't know, one of the exercises that you really want to do is to really get in touch with your desires. You want to take a piece of paper. When you go home, just make a list of everything, all the personal wants, anything that you ever wanted, whether it be or maybe a degree, or to own a boutique, or maybe to be a supermodel, or maybe to be a stay-at-home mom that homeschools and has really smart kids. It doesn't matter what it is, but what you have to do is you have to, in order to be successful in whatever you do, first of all, you got to figure out what it is that you want, because you can never hit a goal that you're not aiming for. Would you all agree with that? Whether it's Beyonce or, someone who owns a, multi-million-dollar company or whatever, they didn't get there just by chance. One day they made a decision and they decided, this is what I'm going to do. It wasn't that, well, I'm going to try and see what happens.
Right.
Try to pick up that pen right there. Try to pick up that pen. Put it down. Try to pick it up. You can't try.
Right.
Either you're going to pick it up or you're not.
Right.
Either you do or you don't. And that is what you need to think and know about your future. Because you are the one that determines the outcome of your life. It's not your parents. It's not your teachers. It's not your pastor. It's not your spouse when you get one. You are the one that determines that. And the great thing is that it can start right now. So many young people don't have the privilege. So many people don't have the privilege of hearing this message or applying it until they get into their 30s and their 40s, and they're like, oh man, I wish I had known this information when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, or when I was in my teens. Where could I be if I had started applying this now? But then what did I do? What happens to most adults is that they end up buying into the lie of, you know what? You gotta go to school, and you have to get a good what? Job, so you can get that degree, so you can come out and get a good job. Try to find a good company that you can work for how many years? 40 years, right? And so what most people do, we know that really doesn't even exist anymore, working for one company for that long, but that's what we call the 40-40 plan. That's what most adults end up doing. You know, they go to school, they get a degree, they try to come out and find a good job, and nowadays, getting a degree, do you know there's lots of people who are walking around with a degree and can't find a job? Lots of them. And then they work for 40 hours a week for 40 years, most times on a job that they really would rather not be at. So think of that existence, doing something that you really don't like for 40 years of your life, and that time you can never get back. And then they have to retire. Would you all like to retire and stop working one day? Right? Then they retire, and you think about your parents or your grandparents. Then they have to try to live off of 40% of what they couldn't live off of 100% when they were working. Now, do you think that plan works? What do you ladies think? Would you like to live that existence? Absolutely not. But typically, that's what happens, because that is the lie that everybody believes and starts walking into. But when you, at a young age, can for yourself determine, number one, what it is that you want, and you start moving confidently in the direction of your dream, knowing that not I'm going to try, but I will achieve this, and that is your mindset, and you take your actions in faith. You see, you can do something in faith, or you can do it in fear. All right? Even the Bible tells us, do not expect that you will get anything that you're going for if you're going out and you're doubting, or if you're worrying about it. But if you walk in faith, where you say, I know that I know that I know that I'm achieving the outcome that I desire, all heaven and earth will be moved in your favor. Right now, somebody tell me something, be bold, and tell me one of the things you wrote down on your paper that you want to do. Something that's really big. Anybody want to share? Something you want to do or be or have? Anybody? Y'all are nervous. The people are not going to judge you. Go ahead.
I want to give back to my hometown.
Okay. All right. So you want to give? She wants to give back to her hometown, and it's Madison. Let's give her a hand. All right. She wants to give back to her hometown. And would you like to give $100 back, or would you want to give $100,000 back, or would you like to give $1 million back?
I'd like to give back some people that
Okay, so do you think she needs hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, or possibly millions of dollars? Millions of dollars, right? Okay, so that is an awesome goal. Do you believe that she has the potential to do it?
Yeah.
Absolutely she does. She has the awesome potential to do it. Do you think she knows right now how to do it? She doesn't know how to do it, right? But see, what you have to understand is you don't have to know how. Right? You don't have to know how, All you have to know is what you want, and you start taking steps towards that in faith and with confidence that it's going to happen. And what happens is the people, the resources, and the ideas that you need will show up along the way. It's like God will command the universe to start supporting you, right? And all kinds of serendipitous things you were not even expecting, did not know how in the world that it would happen and come to fruition, will just start lining up for you. And you'll be so amazed, and you'll be calling your friends like, oh my gosh, guess what? I just got introduced to the person who's the chairman of, the board of whatever, and he said that I can come and share my idea. All these awesome things will start happening. Opportunities will come to you. So put money into your hands for what you want. And so, whether it's giving back to a community, whether it's being a supermodel, whether it's being a great mom or a great educator, these principles work, for whatever it is that you want to accomplish. Somebody else share something else that you want to do via your hand. Come on, you have to do it confident. It doesn't matter. It's yours. It's anybody else's. Nobody's going to judge you. Go ahead.
Well, I'm coming from so
Okay, awesome. All right. So she's going to become a nurse, and she's also going to be a model. Can she do both those things?
Yes.
Absolutely. She can do all of that and more. Now, right now, she might not know how I'm going to do that. Nursing and all these hours and, a lot of schooling. And then if I want to model, I may have to relocate or whatever. But you can absolutely, do both of those things. And doing both is a great idea. Let me tell you why. We're going to get to the hair in a minute. Has anybody here, raise your hand if you've heard of the term multiple streams of income? Oh, yes. All right? Multiple streams of income. At one time in our society, most people only made money from one source of income. And most times that was that J-O-B. We're going to call that a just over broke. Say just over broke. Just over broke. Most times on that job, what happens is your employer pays you just enough to keep you from quitting, and you work just hard enough to keep from getting fired. Well, that's not an existence that you wouldn't live for too long. So what you want to do is you want to have multiple streams of income. Can anybody tell me why? Why would you want to have more than just one way of making money? Anybody have any idea? All right, well, how about this? You ever heard of layoffs? You ever heard of downsizing? So it may have happened to your parents or somebody in your family. So what if you have that job, and then that job decides to close its doors, and that was the only way that you made money? Do you think you may be in a bit of a, there would be a dilemma there? How am I going to continue to pay my bill? But what if you set yourself up so that you have multiple streams of income? You have A, you have B, and you even have C. If A goes away, are you going to be upset and stressed out?
Nope.
Why?
Still got B and C.
Right, because you already have your backup, right? You already have B and C. So these are some principles that we as adults have had to learn the hard way. We did not learn until, when you were, in the workforce, so you're 30, 40, even 50 years old. But when you start learning these principles now, you think, man, all right, so I don't have to limit myself just because I'm a teenager. I can start a business as a teen, and I can have the stream of income. Doesn't mean that I'm not going to get my degree. Surely I can still do that. But I'm going to position myself so that if ever I wanted to walk away from that job, or maybe I don't want to get the job, but what I want is the income, that you would still have the income. And you want to have multiple streams of income. I was talking to a millionaire one day, and this guy had a mentor who was another millionaire, but he had lots more millions. And this guy had 200 streams of income.
Wow.
200 streams of income. So the millionaire I was talking to, he said, guess what is the best thing that you can give a millionaire? Guess what he said? He said another million. That's what he said, another million. So we were in a business, and he was saying, his point was, some people would not talk to me because they're thinking, oh, well, you know what, I've already arrived, I have billions. He said the best thing that you can give a millionaire is another million. We are open for opportunities. We're looking for ways to improve our lifestyles and the lifestyles of other people. So, you know what? Hey, share with us these business opportunities that you have. So now I want to talk to you today about how you can take your passion for hair and you can join that in with whatever else it is that you want to do, because this business today isn't your end-all be-all, but it is a vehicle. Everybody say vehicle. It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle that will pull money into you now for whatever it is that you want to do. You know what? My daughter now is 13, and she's always like, can I get this? What she asked me for the other day? Something, Abercrombie's having a 50% off sale. I'm like, okay, and why are you telling me, right? She's telling me, oh, can I go to the mall and get these jeans? I want this. And it comes to a point where the parents, you want to do for your kids, but I'm not going to try to get you every single thing that you want, right? Because your parents haven't told you no. But if you had your own money, would they allow you to buy what you wanted? Absolutely, right? And so it comes to a time where now you can take responsibility and start making an income because of the power of the internet, guys. It has changed the game of money making in industry in America, really around the world. Because before now, a teenager had to wait till they were 15, almost 16, and then go out and work. Where do those teenagers work? They used to say McDonald's, right? You had to go to a fast food place. Oh, I hated it. I don't like my job at McDonald's, but that's just what you did. I worked at McDonald's, and I thought I was doing something big. It was back in 1988. I got a job at McDonald's making $6.10 an hour. And that was like a big deal because I was working at the Great Cookie making $3.50. And then to make $6.10 back in 1980, I was really doing something. I was in 11th grade and I had money to get my own nails done and everything. So I was excited. But what you have to understand is now with the power of the internet, you don't have to take like I did, okay? If I was at McDonald's making money, that means I was not with my friends or I was not with my boyfriend or doing whatever else I wanted to do. I was at that location for 8 hours. But now with the power of the internet, guess what? You can be with your girlfriends, you can be home, you can be studying, you can be on vacation or wherever, but yet you can have money coming into your account, your PayPal account, your bank account, whatever. And it has nothing to do with you being at the point of sale. You understand what I mean by you being at the point of sale? It has nothing to do with you being there at a physical location because of the power of the internet. That is something that we didn't have all those years ago. That now you have the ability to use to reach your goals. So now we have this hair business, and that can be joined in with whatever else it is that may be your passion. So how many of you all have ever been into the beauty supply store to buy hair? Raise your hand. All right. Now, who owns most of the beauty supply stores? The Asians, right? Now, we're not mad at them because that's what they did. They saw how we, as black women, were spending our money, and they said, oh, we're going to get some of that money. And they set up their retail beauty supply stores, and guess what we did? We came running. Because we love hair, as you just determined. We're passionate about it. We didn't care who was getting the money. We just knew that we wanted to get some of this, right? And so, what we have done is, over the last 20 years, we have created a $10 billion hair weave industry. How many billions? 10. Y'all think that's a lot of money? Yeah. $10 billion annually, not cumulative over 20 years. $10 billion annually. That's how big this hair weave industry is, okay? And black women do 90% of the spending of that $10 billion. What percentage do we do? 90% of it. Now, we do 90% of the spending, but listen to this. The Asians are making 90% of the profit. Wow. Does that seem right to you guys? Not at all. We're doing all the spending. They're making all the profit. So we're taking our money. We work hard every day. Your parents work hard. Hey, Mom, can I go? Can I buy some hair? Sure, baby. Here you go. Here's $150 for you. And you take it and you give to another community. You're happy you got your hair, but are they giving anything back to us? Nope. Nothing back to our communities, have the nerve to look at us funny. If we send our friend down there to help, to give them some business, most times you don't even get a discount. Am I right about it?
Yes.
So that's what's going on right now in the hair industry. Well, actually, until recently. Because a champion has arisen. That champion is called House of Beautiful Hair. Everybody say House of Beautiful Hair. House of Beautiful Hair. Write that down. That's the name of this business that you can partner with and have yourself a magnificent stream of income with your own House of Beautiful Hair business. And literally, here's our slogan, get paid to share where you buy your hair. All right? And y'all buy hair, right? I want you to look to your person next to you and say, get paid to share where you buy your hair. Now you in your church, look to your neighbor and say, get paid to share where you buy your hair. That just sums it up. Why would you just be a consumer of hair? Right. There's an easy way to profit from it. Learn how to profit from it as well. So, now this is what has happened in the past in the hair industry. We were totally shut out. Totally. Not only were we giving them our money, but they purposely kept us from getting in on the game. Now, it's starting to open up, but what most people had to do was come up with $20,000. Your parents can give you $20,000 to get in the hair business? You think? Would your mom give you $20,000? No? Would your mom give you $20,000? No. So most people have to come up with $20,000 to get into the hair business. Then fly to Asia. Y'all gonna have to do that. Fly to Asia. Go through the head to find the supplier, and hopefully you did not get a bad batch of hair. All right? Had to do all of that. Some people still wanted to be in the hair business so bad, they were doing it. Well, about 4 years ago, some of the owners of House of Beautiful Hair, the company started about 4 years ago, and it wasn't opened up for all of us to make money from. This is a traditional hair company, or maybe selling to salons, and one of the gentlemen who was a home-based business professional as well said, you know what? We could grow this company a lot faster and do a lot more for our community if we kind of changed our business model and got it set up so that a lot of other people could get started in this business for just a small amount of money. And as they shared it with their friends, who shared it with others, who shared it with others, they could get paid and have their own company inside of our company. And that way, it's not just us making money, but we're sharing the wealth. Y'all like that concept of being able to share the wealth? Share the wealth. So that was some years ago. They got it together, and just last May is when the home-based business opportunity of House of Beautiful Hair launched off. Let me ask you ladies a question. Have you ever had any aunts or family members that were in Mary Kay? Raise your hand if you heard of Mary Kay, the makeup company. Almost everybody, right? And so Mary Kay is one of those companies that has been around for decades upon decades, has empowered women to help them to look beautiful, and has created, millionaires and people with time freedom and driving their pink Cadillacs and all like that. So it is a direct sales home-based business. So I brought that out to kind of make you familiar with this company. This company is in that same type of industry where now you can be a House of Beautiful Hair business owner. And for just $9.97, say $9.97, $10 a month, guys. Is that less than what it costs for you to go out with your friends to the movie? $10 a month. That's it. That's all it takes to keep your online hair weave store open. For $10, you have your own online hair weave store. Now, we know in a traditional business, if you were opening up a boutique or a salon, how many thousands of dollars do you think it would take? About. Just name out anything. How many do you think it leaves? You have no clue? I mean, on the low side, you would probably need, $30,000 or $40,000 to open up your own store, right? And then after you do that, what expenses do you have each month? You have your rent, right? You have your supplies. You have your payroll, people working for you. You have to pay your light bill, right? As a business owner, you have a telephone in your shop. A lot of times, you may have a telephone bill. So you have all of these other expenses that go into keeping your storefront open. Well, again, the internet has changed the game. Because guess what? You got your cell phone that you already have. Your business is right there, wherever you are, right out of your house. You got the internet already. So you're walking into a business in a box. And so for $10 a month, plus the cost of some hair to get you started, because let's say, for example, you were opening up a store and it had a grand opening and you went into the store, but the store owner didn't have any clothes there, but were a boutique. When you be like, how do you have the grand opening? You don't have any product, right? So same here with House of Beautiful Hair. You want to make a hair purchase to get yourself started, but it's not something that you have to do every month. And it's not something that the company makes you purchase a lot of. 2 bundles of hair. Who said they needed to get some hair? You, right? So 2 bundles of hair is all that it takes to get your online hair weave business set up the right way, right? And that was something that you can put in and wear yourself. So now you can be your own hair weave model. And now that's how we say your weave can pay you. Your weave can pay your bills if you want a car. Your weave can pay your car payment or any of those other things that you wrote down on that index card. Your weave can do that for you. There is no other weave anywhere, no store you can go into when you can say, my weave's going to pay my bill. So what's going to happen is for that $10 a month, you're going to have your own online hair weave store. And you may make it, your username may be Madison's Remy Hair. And you get a domain name, madisonsremyhair.com. And so you don't have to worry about building your site. Anybody here see Julia's site? There's a couple people. Your site is already made for you. So again, $10 is the business in a box. Your site is already made for you. When you use Facebook, anybody here have a Facebook account? Anybody here have Instagram? Anybody here ever get on YouTube? What you want to do? You want to put those companies to work for you. You want to use Facebook. You want to use Instagram. You want to use YouTube to get your link and your information out there. Because women are searching in a big way for several things. They're searching for quality weave. So they're looking online at the different hair reviews that women do. Have you ever looked at any hair reviews? They're looking at the hair reviews. And they're also Googling online hair weave businesses. Because they know that it is a lot of money in hair. We use a hashtag hair is money. People know that there's lots of money in the hair business, but they don't know how to get into it. So what's going to happen is, as you promote your links on social media, people are going to find you. And then they're going to go to your site, and then they're going to create their own free account. They're going to order hair, and guess what's going to happen? Point to yourself and say, I'm going to get paid. You're going to get paid. Sometimes you don't even have to talk to these people. Sometimes they may call you and ask you questions, about the business, but here's the great thing. You don't even have to know the answers. One, there's a video on your website that explains everything. And then secondly, we have recorded conference calls that do the explaining. And then you're partnered up with Jalea, you're partnered up with expert hairstylists like Karen and Ron and myself. And we can do all the answering of the questions for your people for you. And then they purchase from your site and you get paid. It is as easy as that. So this is how it works. So when you join today, everybody in here is going to be connected to Jalea somehow because she invited you here today. So I want one person to raise their hand where you thinking about this information and it sounds pretty good to you. Raise your hand if you like what you hear so far. Okay. Now Lisa, come up here. What's your name again? Cash, come on up here, Cash. Everybody cash your hands. Cash, like, you know what? I can use the extra money. I love this. I would love to get a new car and have money set aside for myself for college or whatever. So she can start it today. And then she decides, I'm not going to do this thing small. I'm going to make some videos and do on YouTube. Would you be willing to do that? Yeah. All right. I'm going to post on Instagram. So she starts doing those 2 things. And then people go to her link or they start inboxing her and say, this sounds real good, girl. I want to know how to make money in the hair business. So now she's going to sign up. Somebody else raise your hand when you said this sounds pretty good. Who else had their hand raised? Okay. Come on up. What's your name? Ashley. You said Ashley? Okay, that's a beautiful necklace. Alright, so let's say that Ashley gets started, okay, from Cashay's website. Now this is how she's going to get paid. Ashley's going to pay her $9.97 and she's going to buy 2 bundles of hair, okay? If she doesn't want to do the business, she doesn't have to. She may just want to be a customer and just say, look, I want some real good hair for the summer. We're going to tell you about the hair and all it can do. So she buys 2 bundles of hair, but she's smart. She said, I don't just want to be a consumer of hair. I want to get paid as well. So she signs up in the business. Now, Cachet is going to get 20% of her hair order. How much is she going to get? 20% of her hair order. So that means if Ashley ordered 2 bundles of 12-inch Brazilian hair, she's going to spend $150. Everybody write down $150 on your card. Let me see how you get y'all on math. What is 20% of $150? I want y'all to tell me what Cachet just made. Who's at 30? Absolutely, she's right. Alright? So she said 30 because she's a businesswoman and she wants to do this business. So come on up here. And what's your name? Ebony. Alright. So this is what happens. So stand next to Ashley. So Cachet just made how much? $30. Okay, so write that down on the paper. Write down 30. Alright? And so Ashley starts doing the same thing that Cachet did. So she says, you know what, I closed down my Facebook account because I don't really people use Facebook like they used to. But I'm going to open it back up because there's still some residual people that I can make money from. So she opens her Facebook back up and then she starts putting out pictures on Instagram. And so then Ebony sees her link and Ebony says, oh my gosh, I was looking to make some money for hair, but I didn't know how to get started. Can you help me? And so Ashley talked to her, I went to this hair party. I didn't know if I was doing it or not, but I love hair and I needed to make some money. So I got started. And Ebony says, well, I want to get started too. What did you do? She bought 2 bundles of hair, paid $9.97. So she says, okay. So Ebony does the same thing. When Ebony spends her $150, how much is Ashley going to get paid? 20%, right? How much did Ashley just make? $30. But guess what else happened? Cachet is still going to get paid too. She doesn't even know Ebony, never talked to her, but she's going to get 10% of the sale from Ebony. So what's 10% of 150? $15. So now she's gotten $15. Did she have to talk to Ebony? Did she have to go somewhere and go to work? What was she doing? She was just posting up, right? Doing something she was going to do anyway, be on social media. But now she was talking more about the hair business and about her own hair experience. And now this thing is going to keep going. Let me show you a couple more times. Now, Ebony is going to get, you 3 come up here. You 3 ladies. Okay? And your name again? So we have Jordan, Naja, and Mimi. Jordan, Naja, and Mimi. Jordan, Naja, and Mimi. Right? So this thing starts snowballing, okay? So Ebony tells Jordan, and Jordan tells Naja, and Naja tells Mimi. Have you ever, been to the mall and seen a good sale and you told your girlfriend about it? Right? And then they go and they buy, and we create all this money for stores, but they never pay us, right? So we're making all these companies rich, but we never get paid. And we think we can't sell, but we're selling. We're just using word of mouth advertising. And so that's how this business spreads, okay? So now this is what's going to happen. Now we have, Cachet. Now she didn't stop just with Ashley. She's gone on and she's got 30 other customers. So what is 30 times 30? 900? Alright. So she's made $900 just for some other customers. But let me just show you what happens here. So now, Ashley, she made 20% from her. She made 10% from what Ebony purchased. Now we have Jordan. When Jordan comes in and she buys her hair, well, guess what? Ebony's going to get 20% of that. And we have Ashley getting 10% of that. And she still gets 3% of that. Is she happy? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And then when Jordan tells Naja and Naja tells Mimi, is Cachet still getting paid? Say yes. Yeah. She's still getting paid. In fact, listen to how the wealth is spread with this. From every bundle of hair that is sold, 7 families get to get blessed. That's cooperation. In the hair business, up until now, it's been stiff competition. I don't want to tell you where I'm getting my hair supply. I'm trying to keep it a secret. That's what's going on in the traditional way hair is sold. But our company is going to empower thousands of young women just in this area, tens of thousands, and then millions, because it is about sharing the wealth. You want to help her get set up in business. You want her to win and make a ton of money, because when she wins, all of you ladies win. So it is about all of us empowering one another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one more person could be up here. So let's say it was Maya. So Maya gets started in the business. And so you get 20% of what Maya does. You get 10, you get 3, you get 2, you get 2, and you get 1. You see that? So they're still getting paid. And then, with all of these girls, they're all promoting on social media, Instagram and Facebook, and you're all telling your friends and families, and you're having your own hair parties. So now, she has tons of customers, she has tons of customers, she has tons of customers. All of these ladies have tons of customers, and with every single hair order, that's money in your bank account. So much so, your parents are now signing up under you. Because literally, honestly, and I'm not kidding about this, with this business, you can set yourself up so that in a short period of time, you can literally be making more money from this than your parents are making on their job, with their degree. That is how abundant this is for you. It can be for you. So that's really exciting. So now again, this is what's going to happen. So we have you all promoting on Facebook or wherever you use. Now, whenever somebody orders from you, you're going to get an email that says you have a pending commission. All right, Julia smiling. You get those, Julia. So you get an email that says you have a pending commission. 15 days later, that money is in your PayPal account. And all of this is on your website. For $9.97 a month, not only do you have just the online hair store, but you have all the software that keeps track of all your customers and all your commissions and all of that. So you get this email on your phone, you have a pending commission, you go in and look, you see who ordered, you see how much you're going to make, you see your payout date. And what happens is 15 days comes every day. So now, let's say it's the first of the month, maybe, okay? It's the first of the month. 15 days later would be what? 16, right? So if you have 10 people who order from you the first of the month, you're getting 10 deposits in your account on the 16th, okay? So, and the same thing goes for you. So if she's getting 10 deposits, guess who else is getting 10 deposits? You are, and you are, and you are, you are, you are. You just got paid 10 times that day. And because once you really start getting the business going, people will start buying from you and buying from somebody on your team every day. So 15 days comes every single day. You follow what I'm saying? Somebody buys on the first, you're paid on the 16th. Somebody buys on the second, you get that money on the 17th. On the third, you get it on the 18th. Is that good or is that great? Is that great? Let me get another hand. Guys, I just wanted to give you a visual of how it works. It can be so life-changing and so simple. And literally, I am telling you, remember we talked about taking those limits off? You can be making more at home because of social media and the internet right now as a teenager than your parents are from a 40-hour-a-week job that they have been on for years. You just have to decide what amount is it that you want. You know, how much you want to put into it. It's not like you got to go out and do a lot. I mean, basically it's spreading the word, using social media to get the word out there. And literally, so if you just want, some people say, I just want to get my weed for free, that's all I want to do. Then sign up to do it just so that you can, get your weed for free. Then there are other people saying, I really want a car, but my mother was trying to give me a car that cost $900, and there's a car that really costs, $4,000 that I want, so, hey, I'm going to use this to help to get my car. And then there's some other people like, look, I know I'm going to college, my mother doesn't have much money, and I don't want to be eating with noodles every day. So I need something on the side. Guys, can you imagine when some young people, when they go away to school, all the weeds that they're on the college campus? Oh my gosh. You'll be making more than your professors. You know what? But see, you gotta understand that somebody is making the money right now. It's just not us. It's them. It's just about transferring the wealth. This is a black-owned company. It's about transferring the wealth outside of your household into your household because of this business model. So now that you understand how the business works, we're gonna conclude by talking about this hair. Because this hair is just so awesome. So I know, Jalea, I want you to come up and want your mom to come up. We need some hair models, so let's give them a hand. Let's come up. All right. So we have these two ladies. I didn't tell them what it is. We gotta showcase the hair. So let me tell you about your product. So we know that typically in the beauty supply store you have that throwaway hair that what happens after 2 months the hair in the beauty supply store. Basically, right? It's that. You gotta cut it out and you gotta throw it away. I don't know about you, but I used to wear that kind of weave and I did that for many, many years. I remember when I went on a cruise back in 2006, got my hair done. I said, now can I go swimming? They said, oh no, you can't get in the water. No, you can't get in the water. But now it's a new day. So here at House of Beautiful Hair, you have only 100% virgin Remy hair. What does it mean by virgin? You know what that means? That's right, it's untouched. It's not processed, alright? That's why the hair, hold it up, Julia, that's why it only comes in one color, the natural dark color of the donor. If this was, blonde or 1B or 4 or 2, whatever, that lets you know that it's not virgin hair because chemicals have been used on it. But can you color this hair? Yeah. As you can see, she has color in her hair. It's beautiful. My hair was bleached. So anything that you do to your own hair, you can do to this hair because it is virgin hair. Remy means that the cuticles are live all in one direction, so it is not going to mat up on you. Have you ever tried to put a curling iron to some of that hair that has silicone coated on it? Yeah, that's just not good, right? What happens? So you can curl this hair, you can dye, you can wash it. I just came back from Punta Cana. I went swimming, went in the ocean, snorkeling, sweating, everything. And this hair still, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I mean, I've had this hair now for probably 4 months and done everything to it. And I knew we had a great product. I said, I can't wait to go on vacation. I want to see if I get in the salt water and go swimming, is this hair going to hold up? And people were so amazed when I got out of the water. This one guy was like, did you just take off a wig and put on another one? Because I know that's not the same hair you were snorkeling in. I was like, yes. It just drives that beautifully. So I want you to just tell about your hair, tell about your hair experience, and the hair you have in, and a little bit about you.
I love my hair. I was one of those, my stylist, Karen, will tell me, she can attest to this. I am faithful for getting my weaves done, keeping them up, and I was spending a lot of money. I was spending, $100-some on a bundle, and I couldn't keep it long. I had always changed it. So I was spending a lot of money. And then I went to another online place. Good hair, but it's nothing like this. And I was spending at least $200 a bundle.
Wow.
And I wear 2. So I'll spend money, and anybody knows me, I'll spend money. If I like something, I'm loyal, I'm faithful to it, money, whatever, I'll spend it. Since I've gotten this, I love it. It's actually been flat ironed, because it's actually wavy, but I flat ironed it. My stylist colored it, cut it. I love it. I just love it.
So what style is that actually?
This is this way. Yeah, and I have the Brazilian. I have a wave. Right.
The hair that you'll be styling comes in 4 styles. It comes in straight, loose wave, deep wave, and body wave. And all that's right there in the store. And most women, they already know what they want. So they're going to come to the site, and they're just going to click on what they want. They click on the quantity. They're going to click on the inches that they want. And the company ships it. They buy it, the company ships it, and you get paid. So you don't have to worry about doing the shipping or the hair coming to you and you taking it to somebody. No, you don't have to do that. That's why you can make money from hair sold all throughout the country. So you're not just thinking the Baltimore area. It could be somebody in New York, a cousin in Texas, somebody out in California. You get the hair money from all over the country. So that's awesome. All right, Julia, that's what you have.
Okay, well, I'm not crazy about hair, but when I saw this hair, I just, fell in love with it. Really soft, that's why I really like it. And actually the other day, my brother's friend came over and saw me wash my hair and sing. Came over, Dallas, came over, was running his hands through my hair. Literally. He was like, he thought it was my real hair for this. He was like, oh my gosh, is this your hair? And I'm like, no. Yeah, he put conditioner in it for me. He just had a ball. Like, I've never seen a guy wash my hair.
He recorded.
And he just had a ball playing in my hair. So, again, it is good hair. It doesn't shed. You can dye it. Whatever. It is good hair.
Great hair.
Yeah, and it is awesome. So still, I've been wearing House of Beautiful hair now for 11 months, and I'm still amazed and impressed with it. I'm just like, this is just some really, really good stuff. So I'm going to bring expert stylist Mr. Ron Prince. We need to get a man up here. So I just want you all to hear his expert opinion. So again, guys, how this works is Ron shared this with his cousin Karen, who then shared it with Jalea, and I shared this business with Ron. So Ron, just give us a little bit of your expert stylist opinion and what you found with working with this hair, because sometimes people may ask business owners some questions about the hair.
A few months ago, I got into the business. I talked to Boomer on the phone. I was actually driving from one state to another, and I had a phone in one hand, credit card in the other. And a couple days after that, the hair arrived by FedEx. Immediately, I started working with the hair, installing it into my customers' hair. We have colored the hair. We have highlighted the hair. We have bleached it to a level 7, 8, 9. And then followed it with another hair color. The hair always maintained its integrity. When we shampoo the color out, the hair was still wavy, bouncy, still had shine to it. And since I got into the business, I have had plenty of customers that have had a wonderful hair experience, that have thereby joined the business for people that they know. I've only been in the business probably about 6 months, and it has grown. So I can't even put a word on it. I was looking in my PayPal account the other day, and I was so surprised at the amount of money that had accumulated over a 1 month period. And this is the easiest work that I've ever done. Before now, I didn't know anything about network marketing, multi-level marketing, but I tell you, this has really changed my life. It is an experience. I don't even feel like I'm working.
Right. You don't know if you're working or you're playing.
I come to hair parties, eat good food, tell people about my online hair store. They go to the website, order the hair, FedEx ships it out. They get, the hair gets to them. I don't even have to do anything. Next thing I know, I got money in my account because I shared with somebody where I purchased my hair, and I'll be forever in that.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love how people, and that's why we're here. Keep running, guys. One team is one big family. We're all in this together to seriously, to help you every step of the way. You have my number, you have Ron's number, Karen's number, any type of help that you need. We have a support for you. We have a group on Facebook. The name of the group is Get Paid to Share, where you buy your hair. So once you start your House of Beautiful Hair business, we'll add you to the group there, and there's a forum for you to ask questions. There are photos of installs for you to post out if you need that. There's training, there's audio, recordings and trainings. It's a lot of, it's just a really great, resource for you. Then we have, conference calls. We do live calls 5 days a week. So if you have some friends that, I want to tell you about this, hair business or whatever, you can get them on one of our calls where I'm talking, sharing the business in a 20-minute overview, and there'll be some testimonies on there. And so they can hear about the business without you having to do the explaining. So don't think, oh, I don't know what to say, or I don't know how to sell, anything like that. You don't have to know any of that. All you have to know is this. Do you want what's on that card? That's the only thing that you have to know, is you want what's on that card. If you want what's on that card, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and get yourself started today. Whoever invited you, whether it's Jalea or someone else. Jalea, do you have that hair survey?
Well, they told them out there. I collected them.
They're there to fill them out. Okay. What about the customer rep order? The order form? They're here. Okay. All you have to do is just go to pass. Oh, that's the hair survey. You go ahead and fill that out. Okay. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We want 100% participation. We want everybody to fill this out. Even if you think, well, I got to talk to my mom or whatever, just go ahead and get this filled out now. The first thing I want you to do here is I want you to write in your last name and your first name. So we're going to go ahead and fill that out. Write in your first name and last name. And then put the best email address for you. I know a lot of times you have more than one email address. Put your best email address. And then under phone number, everybody put your cell phone number there for the best contact numbers for you. All right, and once you do that, then just put the address of where you want your hair shipped to. Once you make your order, where you want your hair to come to. All right. Do me a favor, put today's date. Today the 5th? 4th? Yeah, right. Put May 4th there, everybody's date. All right. Now where it says quantity, I want you guys to think about this. And you don't have to hold to this, but what type of hair do you wear? Do you want straight? When you order straight, loose wave, deep wave, or body wave. Remember, like Jalea's mom, she has it in a body wave, but she flat ironed to make it straight. So that's the great thing about the wavy hair, that it's very versatile. You can always make it straight. I don't know a lot about hair either. I guess it's straight with curls then, but I haven't tried the straight yet. I don't have that. This is the deep wave. This is Brazilian deep wave, and I had the loose wave before this. All right, so whatever type of hair you would normally wear that you think you would want to order, just put that under the item number. Right there under item, just write either loose wave, body wave, or straight. All right, now, when everybody look down here in the corner, see that price list down the corner? So I was talking to a gentleman yesterday, and just like Jalea's mom just said she was spending $200 a bundle for her hair, believe me, there are people who are spending a lot more than that. This guy told me, I don't know how he gets this. He said, I have the same kind of hair you have, but I make more because I charge $375 a bundle for my hair. he's a part of a bike club. He went away with him for a weekend. He sold 20 bundles, right? $3.75 per bundle. Hair is money, all right? Hair is money. So, but he realizes what he's doing, he's just a lone salesperson. He's getting tired of that hustle when he wanted to get into this form of hair business so that he doesn't have to carry the hair around with him, in his car. He can just do it online and make money from the efforts of other people, like we share with you. But I'm saying that to say, it's so refreshing that you'll be able to give your peers and women a real cost savings. That's the awesome thing, a cost savings. So you see here that our Brazilian starts at just how much? 75, that's right. It's $75 a bundle. And you see how it goes up just $5 every 2 inches? And it actually goes to 30 inches. From 28 to 30, it jumps $15. I think 30 inches is $130. Typically through 28 is what we mainly have in stock. But we do get 30, sometimes. But that's how that works. So what I want you to do, and you see Peruvian is a little bit more. Peruvian is starts at $85 a bundle. Now I want you just to write in there when you order your hair, put down Brazilian, 14-inch, or whatever it is that you would want to order. So write that in. Now I understand that some of you came prepared to sign up today, and that's great. I know when we do some of these other hair parties, you may have to talk with your parents and get their card. And the last one, Julia had somebody who said, I got my own card with my own money. Who was that? Was that you? Who was that that signed up?
That was Demetrius.
That was you.
I signed her up on the phone.
Okay, so she was on the computer just doing her thing with her own card. She said, I'm ready. So you put that there, and then to get your total, so it's your hair. So you do 2 bundles of 12-inch, that's $150, plus the website business monthly fee is $9.97, and then your shipping, whether a person orders 1 bundle or 10 bundles, is still one flat rate of $19. So you see how a person is in the business, have their website, they're shipping everything for less than $200. Not that thousands of dollars like traditionally, but for less than $200, less than a cost of 1 bundle of the hair that Julia mom was spending. You have 2 bundles of awesome hair and the business. And then if you have your payment information, you can put it down here in the corner. If you don't have it, then we'll just talk to you about getting that later. So you can actually today, if you're not prepared with your payment information, we still can get you signed up and do the first step of create your free account to get you in the system and get your website. And then once you get your money on your card or whatever it is that you need to do, get your parents or whatever, then you can go ahead and just go back to your site and actually upgrade. Okay? All right. Do we have any questions? Anybody? Any questions? Raise your hand if you would consider having a hair party yourself. Raise your hand if you would consider having a hair party yourself. All right, so we got these ladies. Well, that's a great way to get the word. Oh, somebody back here again. That's a great way to get the word spread. So I want you guys to give yourselves a hand. I want you to give yourselves a hand for believing in yourself, for really stretching your vision, for being able to, this is what I call it, feel the fear and do it anyway. And success is created in the fear zone. I mean, as you all go throughout life, sometimes when you reach for those big goals, it is going to feel scary. That lets you know that you're in the right place. Now there comes a time where there's a choice. Do you feel fear, but let the fear make you go back and stay in the same place and never move forward? Or do you walk out on faith, and yeah, you may feel a little anxious and scared, but you know if you walk forward despite the fear and faith that you are going to get whatever it is that you're going after. As we say, there's nothing at all that will be able to stop you. So that's it for me. Guys, I'm going to let Jalea come back up here and close it out. And then we still got lots of food and eats for you, and we got a computer set up where you can actually take turns coming onto the computer, getting your website set up. All right, let's give Jalea a hand.
Hi everybody. First I want to thank you all for coming out and supporting me in my business. I invited you all because I know that you all have potential in this. And I know it's okay to be nervous, but we all are here to work together to help one another. And like she said, it's not just me, it's us. And I'm just really excited. I'm excited for all of us. And again, if you don't get in, you can go by here, good hair. And thank you for coming. You're welcome. And yeah, there's more food back there. And we have business cards up there if you want to contact any of us.
Has everyone got a chance to feel the hair? Alright, let me just
Yeah, that's the first Okay, so I think I gave everybody a ticket and logged in. If you didn't get a ticket, let me know. Did everybody get a ticket when they walked in? Thank you.
Oh, and I need. You want need one? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, then Mom, can you give her a ticket?
Oh, okay. You keep the cute with this part?
No, she can read this.
Hopefully I'm
So, does anybody last year do this? It's not. Does anybody last year do this very close?
that way.
Was it really? Okay. So, it's check it up.
No, then I keep wearing it.
19. 19.
Your part. Somebody got 19? Me. I claim it. How many you call? You got it? She said no. How many did you call this one?
20.
Yeah, that's the Caribbean match. Wow. Just 12 inches.
10. I'm not lying. 12.
Yes! Alright, I'm giving my one. So.
Someone over there, because.
Yeah, I had like
Get it back. Okay, well, I need to work with it. But I got something.
there you go. You should pick one.
Sorry.
Say again.
That's for.
What is? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Good to see you. Can you press the power button on there?
Putting it in. I don't know. She has them both connected.
Oh, yeah, my mom. Right.
Yes, we have, yeah. I let it shine into the screen and touch Here you go, sweetie. Let me write this in my register. It's called What Again? Wait a minute. What check number did I give you? Okay. Julia? Just 1 second. Like, and it was, can't hear it. It's called. Okay, all right. I'm a credit card broker where I can be regular pay. No, I'm saying I'm a broker. But you have a card, like, you can do a free quote, and they'll let you know how we can do it. Serious. Yeah.
So, I used this just now to video this whole party.